Welcome to Sapience Learning, your gateway to book summaries.
A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. There are few voices in science that echo beyond the lab, voices that bridge the impossible gap between the stars and the human soul. Stephen Hawking's was one of them. In A Brief History of Time, Hawking invites us to look up beyond our routines, our small certainties, and to ask the oldest question in the universe. Where did it all begin? And where is it going? It's not a textbook. It's a story, the story of time itself. From the birth of the cosmos to the mystery of black holes, Hawking set out to explain the impossible in a way that anyone could understand. Physics, he believed, wasn't just for scientists. It was for everyone who'd ever looked at the night sky and felt wonder. Favorite quote from the author: "Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change." Lesson 1. Theories can never be fully proven. As children, we're all scientists. We form theories, and we test them. Maybe your first experiment was dropping a glass from the kitchen table, believing it would survive. Spoiler, it didn't. And your parents probably didn't love the result. But in that moment, you learned the most fundamental truth of science. A theory is just an educated guess, a model that fits what we've seen so far. And no matter how strong a theory seems, it's never final. It's only waiting for the next discovery to challenge it. Before 1903, for instance, people believed that nothing heavier than air could fly. Then, on a windy December morning, Orville and Wilbur Wright took off in their wooden plane and stayed airborne for 12 miraculous seconds. In those 12 seconds, they rewrote the laws of possibility. That's what Hawking loved most about science, that it welcomes being wrong. Because every time a theory is disproven, we step a little closer to truth. He reminds us to hold our beliefs lightly, to stay curious, and to always keep testing. The universe, after all, rewards those who question it. Lesson 2. Time is not fixed. Imagine two people, one racing toward a beam of light, another running away from it. Common sense says the one moving closer should see the light arrive sooner. But Einstein proved something extraordinary. No matter how fast you're moving, the speed of light is constant, always. That single fact breaks the rules of time as we know it. If light never changes speed, then something else must, and that something is time itself. Time, Hawking explains, bends and stretches like taffy, depending on where you are and how fast you're moving. A second on Earth is not the same as a second near a black hole. There's no universal clock ticking above us all, only billions of clocks, each marking their own rhythm through space. When we look at the stars, we're not seeing them as they are, we're seeing them as they were. Some of that light has been traveling for millions of years just to reach our eyes. So in a way, to gaze at the night sky is to time travel, to witness the past shimmering faintly in the present. Lesson 3. Why time only moves forward. If time can bend, can it also run backward? Could we ever revisit a lost moment or undo what's been done? Hawking says, probably not, and here's why. First, thermodynamics. Entropy, the universe's tendency toward disorder, always increases. Drop a mug and it shatters into pieces, but the shards will never leap up and reassemble. Time, like the broken mug, prefers the path of chaos. It moves forward. Second, psychology. We remember the past, not the future. You can recall the moment the mug broke, but you can't predict exactly where the shards will fall. Our minds themselves are built to move in one direction, from what was to what is. And third, cosmology. The universe is expanding. Its entropy, its disorder is increasing. That expansion is what gives time its arrow, pointing forward, ever outward. Now, Hawking did wonder, what happens if the universe stops expanding? If one day it begins to contract, would time itself reverse? Maybe, but we'd never notice, because life, even thought, depends on entropy. If time ran backward, we'd stop existing long before we could see it happen. So we keep moving forward, because that's what the universe does. In the end, A Brief History of Time isn't just a book about physics. It's about perspective, about humility. Hawking wanted us to understand that knowledge isn't the opposite of wonder, it's the path to it. That even when we grasp how things work, the mystery only deepens. He once wrote, "Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change." And no one embodied that more than he did. A man whose body failed him, but whose mind soared beyond galaxies. Who should read this book? The high school dreamer staring up at the stars. The adult who once loved physics, but let life get in the way. And anyone who's ever wondered what it means to exist, here, now, in the endless ocean of time. Because A Brief History of Time reminds us that the universe isn't cold or distant. It's a story still being written. And every one of us, no matter how small, is part of its unfolding. That was A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. A journey through space, through time, and through the beautiful, mysterious truth that connects them both.
We hope this book summary brought you joy and moments of reflection. Happy learning from Team Sapiens.